Football Dad's Army. A fantastic result for Arsenal last night against Chelsea, winning 3-1. But a game of two halves, as the late, great Jimmy Greaves said. Football's a funny old game, and it's a game of two halves, and it really nearly proved it, because I don't think Arsenal really learned from their mistakes against Liverpool and West Ham. Although they was 3-0 up at this time, if they were only 2-0 up, and Chelsea get their goal back, which I was very disappointed that we conceded. Chelsea get their goal back, then it's panic stations again. It's panic stations for Arsenal again there. Chelsea did come back into the game in that second half. The first half was a very, very one-sided half. In the beginning there was a few like hard touches and misplaced passes, but that second half, Chelsea did claw their way back into it. I think Arsenal took their foot off the gas again. What have they learnt from Liverpool and West Ham? They've not learnt much really, because it could have been a completely different game if it was only 2-0 at half time, and then Chelsea get that goal by their best player on the pitch. I can't remember his name now, but he was the only player that had any intent. And when Mudryk come on, Mudryk looked a little bit lively. But, apart from that, Chelsea were very poor, and they lost the game really in that first half. Aubameyang started, but was hooked at half-time. I mean, I think he had about 5 touches the whole game, similar to the game at the Stamford Bridge. I think that was back in October, November, sometime like that. When he come on, he done that promo, didn't he? I'm back, I'm blue, nothing personal. Aubameyang, that didn't work out too much for you then. And was booed in that game, and was booed last night as well. Mykhailo Mudryk, he was booed last night as well, which I think was ridiculous. I don't know why they're booing him. They were shining the lasers on him as well from the crowd. I think that was a little bit ridiculous as well. But let's get into the game. The first half we started a bit tetchy, but we grew as the game progressed. Arsenal did look different gravy to Chelsea. Let me tell you. Chelsea was sitting too far back off us, giving us a lot of space. Was getting a lot of space, and we were passing the ball well. And Odegaard's first goal was magic. And the second goal, similar thing, crossed into him from Granit Xhaka. Passed into him from Granit Xhaka, hit it first time, bang. Top left corner, first goal, top. And then the top right corner, the second goal. And then that little goal mouth scramble for Jesus' goal, who I thought was electric last night. He was electric, along with Leandro Trossard, who started the game. He was electric as well. Brilliant game he had. He was fuming when he come off, if you notice that. When he come off for Martinelli, he was fuming. He didn't look happy, did he? But anyway, Arsenal now wrap that game up, and now we go to Newcastle on Sunday, and we've got to keep winning. We've got to win every game at least. We've got to win every game. Oh, well, that's the best we can do is win every game. I don't know why I said at least, yeah, but we've got to win every game. The last 4, we've got to win them all, and pray that Man City have a little slip, maybe a couple of draws, maybe get beat once. I mean, they're playing tonight. I think they're playing West Ham. Can't see West Ham getting anything. But they've still got to play Newcastle as well, and hopefully Newcastle can do something there. And I think is it Brentford? It might be Brentford as well. Probably be the only team that might be able to get some sort of draw maybe out of Man City. I know we're clutching at straws, but after being top of the league for 90% of the season and then capitulating in the last 4 games, although we won last night, the first win in 5. So, but really and truly that we've lost the league with them draws at Anfield to Liverpool, and then West Ham the game after that, and Southampton. I mean, them 3 draws in a row, and then we lost to Man City. Imagine if we'd have won 2 of them 3. Say we lost drew at Anfield, beat West Ham and Southampton, we'd still be top now, even though we lost to Manchester City, and not only by the 2 points, is it 1 or 2 points? It would have been a lot more. Don't forget, in January we was 11 points clear of them. 11 points clear. So anyone says that it weren't a capitulation, it is a capitulation. With the April was the worst month of the season for us. And it happened the same thing again last season when we bottled top 4 to Tottenham of all teams. But anyway, we move on. We move on to Newcastle on Sunday. Let's hopefully we get a result there. I'm happy with the result. The crowd were electric. They was buzzing. They were singing Big Fat Frank. They was booing Aubameyang and Mudryk, which I don't think was very tasteful to boo them. But anyway, let's move on to Newcastle and let's get a result there and keep this momentum going again. And let's not sit off. We should have got about 5 or 6 goals against Chelsea last night because they was there for the taking. And if it had been the other way round, they would have been ruthless enough to put back 5 or 6 past us. I don't know what it is with Arsenal. We seem to think we've won the game in the first half and drop off. We always seem to drop off, which is annoying. Any other team, like in Wenger's 1000th game in charge, remember that game against Chelsea? I think it was at the Bridge. I'm not sure if it was at the Bridge or the Emirates. Anyway, it was Arsene Wenger's 1000th game in charge, and they done us 6-0. So really and truly, I was hoping for a big result. They was there for the taking, and we let them off the hook. We let them off the hook a little bit. But I'd love to know what you think out there, your thoughts and feelings about the game, Arsenal fans and Chelsea fans, if you could be bothered. Let me know what you think in the comments. Cheers, guys.